I lived for the extra hour of sleep.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But it's just one day of an extra hour.
Oh, no. In my head, it's every day.
We need to live in Crystal's head.
You're listening to the Calm,
The Storm,
The Whimsy
podcast. I have a story for you guys.
Okay.
Remember in January when I cut all of my eyelashes off?
What?
Not really. All of them?
Yep. I mean, I'm short.
Why'd
Remember?
you cut them?
On accident. I had that electric razor. And
did
I
you do
was
it again?
Yes.
trying to get in between here, and I just cut them all off.
Yeah.
Well, I had my electric razor in my hand, and I was talking to Letty, and I went whoop, zzz, on my right side. So
Oh my gosh, you better be careful.
they're gone.
At least you
Again.
still have an eyeball.
Well, if you look sideways, you can see.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yikes.
Oh, man. They just grew back.
I wouldn't have noticed if you didn't tell me, though.
I know. I needed to tell you that again.
Okay, I have two things to say. First of all, have you ordered from Taco Bell lately?
No.
Like, yes.
Ew.
Inside or
It's-
through the drive-through?
It's like Siri,
robot.
like AI
Where?
at Taco Bell in the
Taco-
drive-through.
Drive-through. It's terrible.
What?
I did.
Yeah.
We did like a week ago.
Yeah. I'm like, this is not okay. I
Yeah.
don't like it.
What
It
happens?
creeps me
Can
out.
you like reenact it for me, please? Come on, like you're driving up.
Will you be using your mobile app today? No. What can I get for you? A soft taco. A soft taco. Does that look correct on your screen? Anything else? I don't like it.
Ew.
Guess who will never get me to round my tip up at Taco Bell anymore?
That
freaking
robot.
Siri AI robot lady. And then I went to the window and I was like, this is not okay.
And I will not round up.
I said, this is creepy. I want to talk to you. Why am I talking to her? And the lady's like, I know. Everybody hates it.
You should say, I think your next roundup campaign should be for a real person to
Yeah.
take our order, and
Right.
I will round up for that.
Would you like to round up so that we can hire humans?
It was
like
freaky.
the virtual nurse.
I had like 10 items that I needed to order.
Yeah.
And I was like, do I just keep saying them? I'm
Yeah.
like, soft taco,
Yeah.
hard taco.
Yeah. I posted about it on Facebook though.
Oh.
And somebody said you should try ordering like 100 waters to see like if it'll be like cannot compute.
That would be amazing.
Just keep saying customer service. It's awful.
Wow.
Okay. And so I also wanted to share I have a problem.
Okay.
I don't know what is happening to me, but I'm getting to the point in my life where I have to like make a point to make sure that I am wearing a bra.
Oh,
Like,
no.
I just walk out of my house. I almost went to church without one. I'm just like leaving my house and I'm like, what is wrong with me? I just want to be comfortable, I guess.
Just let those ladies free.
I can't let the ladies free.
You
That's
are now
weird.
the lady that you talked about
At the fair. People need to wear bras. You cannot be the braless woman. It's not okay.
Oh my goodness.
And I had to go. It was like last Friday or the Friday before. I'm on my way to the school. And I don't normally wear a bra when I drop them off. This is TMI, but it's true. And because I don't have to get out of the car.
Right.
And then we're almost at the chapel. And Nora's like, you're coming in, right, Mom? Because I'm getting an award today. And I was like, I can't. I'm not. Look at me. I'm not ready. She's like, Mom, you said you were coming. And I'm like, oh, gosh. So I drove to Kelly's house, walked in, and I said, can you please look at me and make sure that I don't look like the braless woman? Because that's how I'm going to be known at Chapel Hill. That's how I'm going to be known at my kids' school. So her and Eliza analyzed me, said everything was fine. And I went. Without a bra.
We sent her out the door and we said, you
To
got
chapel.
this.
I texted my friend and said, save me a seat, Brittany. And I said, and I'm coming in hot without a bra. And she's like, well, I'm in the front row and I'm kind of jealous. Cool. Sounds great.
I'm kind of jealous,
Whoa.
Brittany. That's
Ridiculous.
amazing. Wow.
So here's my one little story. So Leo's team went 9-0. They won the championships, and we had a banquet. Aww. And Leo, there's 20 kids. They're going through all the kids. Leo's like the last one, and Greg called him up, and he's the heart of the team.
Yeah.
Anybody would dream to have a kid like this, like as their son, and it's just so cool.
Did you cry?
I did. I mean, I got teary-eyed, but it just was so good. And he goes, and you're pretty good at football. He's like, you can, like, you came such a far way since when he first started.
He started, yeah.
So cool.
So it was good.
That's awesome.
It was a good weekend.
Good. Okay, welcome back to another episode. As the clocks have rolled back this past weekend, we're diving into a topic that affects all of us, daylight savings time. Whether it's extra sleep or losing an hour of sunlight, let's unravel how this century-old tradition impacts our lives today. Join us as we explore the ins and outs of shifting time.
I have a question.
Yes. What is your question?
Did the clocks already roll back?
For this episode, yes.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, because I was actually questioning, did they already?
No, they on Sunday.
Did I miss it?
No,
and
on
she's
Sunday.
sleeping.
Do I sound funny in my microphone? Well, now I do.
No, she's snoring. Why is she snoring?
She's too tired because the clocks went back.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, actually, you should have gained your hour.
Yeah, you gain your hour, but then it's dark all the time, and you just want to sleep.
So can I just tell you that I love daylight savings time?
What?
Same.
It is like one
What
of
is
those
wrong
things.
with you people?
Listen. I have a theory. It is like my brain tells me it's time to be dark,
Yes.
and it's time for my extra hour of sleep. I need it,
But then you have to live with that for months.
and I enjoy it until
She just put
Spring
her
comes.
finger up in the air.
spring comes and we jump forward, and I'm kind of ready for it. I'm like, okay, like if we just had a lit evening every day all winter long, we wouldn't be excited about the spring coming. I feel like, and the fall comes and it gets dark because that's my favorite time of the year. When
Yes.
it's dark.
Yes.
So I don't know. I just love it.
She looks disgusted with
I knew she was going to be. I just love it.
Daylight. I want sun rays hitting my body. I want to be outside. I don't want to just be like, oh, it's 5. It's time for...
I don't know. That's just something. It's just like the evening starts.
Yeah.
Like I could send my kids to bed.
That's the big part.
Not now because they're older.
older.
But man, it gets dark at 7 o'clock. It's like, oh, it's bedtime.
9 sleep tight. When it's late till 9 o'clock, they're like, why are we going to bed so early?
Right.
I'm like, just close your eyes. It's dark in there.
It's amazing,
Yeah,
honestly.
I agree.
Oh,
Aaron,
wow.
I told Aaron
I'm
that.
singled out here.
I said, I love daylight savings. And he goes, I am not surprised.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
Just so...
It does affect photography. I will say that.
Yeah.
Because then we can't do.
So you only have now you have a smaller time frame.
There's no time in the evenings now.
So what experiences as a child do you have related to daylight savings time? What do you remember about it? Do you have any experiences?
I remember it was dark.
And she was like,
It was dark, and I'm like, I want to go play outside. Dark.
Tell me how you really feel about daylight
she
savings.
does that every time.
You guys are going to have to help me through. It's like depressing.
She's like falling asleep right here.
Depressing.
Like literally
Yeah.
depressed and falling asleep.
Yeah.
As a kid, I don't really... I just remember it was dark.
Yeah.
Dad would get home and it'd be dark.
Yeah.
I lived for the extra hour of sleep.
Yeah. I don't
But
remember.
it's just
it.
one day of an extra hour.
Oh no. In my head, it's every day.
We need to live in Crystal's head.
It's an hour
So
every day.
here's my question. Do you, like, that night before, do you stay up later than normal? Or do you go to bed like you normally do?
I stay up later.
So you don't get an extra hour.
I sleep in.
Oh. What about when your kids were little, though?
Yeah, there's no sleeping in with them. It was like all heck
They
broke
just all
loose.
hopped in bed with me.
I don't feel like it affected my kids.
What?
Yeah.
I still don't feel like it affects my kids.
No. But I have good sleepers.
Well, I never had good sleepers.
You know.
Oh, I had good sleepers, and they came into bed with me when Aaron would go to work, and I would still be in bed, and they would all just hop in. And I'd just sleep for an extra hour or something.
Yeah, my kids don't get
that extra hour.
I
She
got
loves
the
that
extra
extra
hour.
I will get my extra hour.
Even if it's just in my head, I get that hour. But I will tell you something that does affect children. This doesn't have anything to do with daylight savings time, just so you know. But, so last night I gave in and let my children have a Java chip from
Human being.
Being.
I thought she was going to say Halloween candy.
20 ounce. Didn't even think about it.
Did you use your Green Bulldogs card?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Green Bulldogs. Woo woo. And let me just tell you, I didn't really think about it. It was 6:20.
Oh.
They went to youth group. Everything was fine until 3 o'clock in the morning when Pacey was still wide awake.
Oh, no.
I mean, couldn't sleep. Like, he read 8 chapters in his book. Wide awake. And I said to him, well, this was kind of both of our fault because I gave in to you and you begged me for this. And this is what happened.
Is he so tired now?
He was so tired this morning. He was grumpy this evening, but this morning was terrible. I think he said he fell asleep at 3 o'clock and he wakes up at 6:15 for school.
Oh, wow.
So I did the same thing.
Oh gosh.
Liza and I dropped the boys off, and Naomi, we dropped the boys off at wrestling and went to Human Being. She got a smoothie. I got a frog in my throat. No, I'm just kidding. Naomi got a frozen hot chocolate, and I got a pumpkin snowy, I don't know.
What?
Granita.
Granita, yeah.
So I got that, and I was drinking it, and I came home, and I told, the low carb one, I told Lenny, you want some? He's like, it's kind of late. It has caffeine in it, right? I'm like, yeah, but it's fine. So he took a little bit, but I drank that whole thing, and I struggled, and I usually don't. But 20 ounces,
it's a lot.
which I don't order that. But the Green Bulldog card, I'm like, I got to get that $1 off. It's like that extra hour sleep. I got to get that.
Right? Whether it's more expensive for the 20 ounces or not, the $1 off.
I drink way too much caffeine because I don't have a problem going to sleep when I want to.
I never even processed it. I never even thought of it being espresso.
Yeah.
I was just like, sure, fine. Today's fine. You can have that.
That's amazing.
Sorry for the derail, but
P.S. This doesn't matter at all, but I hate all things pumpkin. I don't know how you guys drink that stuff.
oh, it's so
I do
good.
like it. I like the hot one
Nasty.
better than the cold one, though.
I agree. I don't
didn't
like the cold foam
one.
or anything like that. I want the
No
hot.
pumpkin pie.
Oh, you
Are
don't
you
know?
kidding? I know.
No.
I
Pumpkin
make
cookies.
pumpkin
Ew,
bread.
No. Nope.
I want them so bad, but I'm trying to not eat that way.
I know.
And if Eliza makes those cookies or my mom, I'll eat them I'll eat 10 at a time. I can't stop. They're just so good.
Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Oh my.
I don't like pumpkin with the extra hour of light. I don't like pumpkin in the dark.
I will tell you something about daylight savings time,
Tell us.
which irritates me. So I have chickens, right?
Yes.
And when the days are shorter, they give me less eggs. Do you want me to tell you how many eggs I'm getting right now?
How many?
Please do.
I have 8 chickens. Maybe 11. I can't remember. You lose count. I've been getting 2 eggs because they're molting. And then we're going to go into the dark time and I'm never going to get
What
any
is
eggs.
a molting?
When they lose their feathers and they grow new ones and then they don't lay eggs.
Oh.
So do they not lay eggs?
They
In the
lay
winter?
them, but not as often. They have to have so much daylight. So you can.
They'll have more in the morning.
What?
They'll have more light in the morning.
Well, yeah, but it's still less late days.
Okay.
Blech. It's still less
Because the
light.
day gets shorter.
So we put a light out there because you can trick them and you can turn the light on early so they're getting 12 hours. But then I felt really bad. And I'm like, this is not okay. I'm messing with them.
You need your eggs.
God created them to have a rest time. So I stopped. We had all this electric ran out to the coop and I'm like, I can't do that anymore. So we have the electric. I just don't turn it on because I'm like, they need to rest. So maybe I'm supposed to rest, and that's why it's dark all the time.
Yeah. I bet that's true.
Yeah. Maybe.
She said, yeah.
2 eggs. I guess I didn't know that about chickens.
We got like 6 today, but that's probably,
Oh.
it's going to change when
Because it was like 74 degrees
the
today.
time changes. Yeah.
I don't care
Chickens.
about chickens.
Well, I do because I
know.
can't buy the normal eggs at the store anymore because they just don't taste the same.
Huh.
So different.
My eggs taste fine.
But you haven't tasted my eggs.
Just kidding.
We'll have to make some eggs together
It's
sometime.
getting personal.
They're so good.
So we kind of touched on talking about how it affects our children or not. And we've decided that it doesn't really affect our children. Does it affect your children, Kelly?
I feel like it did. It messes
Okay.
with them.
Like mood or...
For a while. I mean, it
But
wasn't.
was it their mood?
It was probably.
Or
Or
is
was
it
it their
your-
mother's mood?
I don't know. It's confusing a little bit for them, and I feel like they'd be off for like a week, but then they'd settle in and they'd
Okay.
be okay.
Yeah.
Still now? You think that that's the case?
Probably not so much
Okay.
anymore
Now
because
they'll
my
have
kids
school.
like to sleep.
They'll go to school.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
My kids like to sleep now, so it's like I have to wake them up. Like homeschool, I'm like, wake up. Liza's like, well, I didn't sleep good. I'm like, it's 9. We got to get work done.
I feel like the light longer messed with my kids more than the dark.
Oh, yeah?
Because then they're like, we should be partying still.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And it's
true.
bedtime.
Yeah.
And they're not going to bed. And I feel like in the midsummer when it's like 9:30 and it's still light out and everyone's still playing outside,
Yeah.
like we should be like settling in.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's not happening.
That's true.
So how does time change affect your mood, mental health, and especially seasonal changes?
I'm sorry.
So do you want to go to sleep
Is
or
this
is
the
it
whole
just
episode
sleeping?
is going to be
kidding.
Kelly snoring. I'm the weirdo that loves like gloomy weather and clouds. I don't necessarily want to be rained on, but I like rainy days. I like it when it's darker. Like today it was dark and gloomy and breezy and wonderful.
Cold.
It wasn't
Yeah,
cold. It was
Well,
perfect.
windy. It was so
I
windy.
wore a t-shirt. It was beautiful.
I said breezy.
I know.
I mean, I had every window open in my house. I
Yeah.
loved the breeze coming through.
Same. So you not happy today?
Well, I looked at the weather and I thought it was going
We
to
are.
be 78 degrees
Yeah.
and nice. And then when we got done with school, I'm like, what the heck is this? It's like windy and
Was wonderful.
It was. I loved everything about today.
Same. I text my husband and I said, this is my perfect day. It's perfect.
Yep, I agree.
Sorry.
Gorgeous.
You
It's okay.
need us on gloomy days to be with you.
yeah.
Oh, we'll
Maybe.
bring you the energy.
I just like sun.
We know.
I
It's
like
good.
warm.
You
I
do.
like sun.
You do.
It makes me happy.
Yeah.
We would choose the rainy, like Seattle weather, and you would pick the beach weather.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't-
Spare me.
I do love fall.
I do not want to
love
sweat.
fall.
Yeah. Do you love fall because of the weather or because it's football?
Oh, all of the above. I do love football. Now we're into wrestling. Football to wrestling. But it's so dark when you drop them off. It's weird because like football, you're picking them up when it's getting dark. And now I'm dropping them off
And it's
dark. Like,
Yeah.
this is weird.
I do think that I will miss the light in the evening for Letty to play.
Yeah.
She loves to play.
But what's the point? Why do we even do this? I heard it was for farmers. Can't they just get up early? Like, why does the whole world have to change? I'm so confused by the whole thing. Does anybody even know why it happens?
So I can read you the
Like,
definition.
I love farmers and I think they're great, but if they need to get up early, they just need to set their alarm an hour early.
She said, can't they just get up early?
Just get up that hour early. So daylight savings time, this is not the history of it, but like what it is. So daylight savings time is the practice of setting the clock forward by 1 hour during the warmer months in order to extend the evening daylight. So it is meant to extend the warmer days. And then this change typically occurs in the spring and then is reversed in the fall. The idea to make better use of the daylight during the longer days of the year by having more daylight in the evening and less in the morning.
So why can't we have daylight all the time? Like, not all the time, but like...
We don't live in Alaska.
I don't understand why we can't have an extra daylight on the other part of the months. Like, there was a big rumor saying that was going to be over and we weren't going to switch our clocks around anymore. I've heard that for 2 years.
There's lots of rumors about that. I think Indiana just went to daylight savings in 2006.
Why do we want to make it dark?
I didn't have it before.
Why do we want to make it dark early? It's like, hey, let's depress Ohio people even more. Let's do it.
Wow. Okay, so Kelly doesn't like daylight savings.
But I love farmers in Ohio.
Just to be clear.
Just to be clear, she loves all of the people and all of the things.
Just don't
she doesn't understand
why we do this.
Why the clock has to be turned back.
Yeah.
Can it just always be longer
daylight?
Days?
Can it just always be daylight, she says.
Not always daylight. Longer days. Like, oh, we're going to switch the clock so we can have a longer, warmer day. But it's cold up. It's going to be shorter now. So get in the house. Like, I want to be out of the house. Even if it's cold. Give me some daggone light.
She said it's going to be shorter now, so get in the house.
I don't know. I just think that there's something like...
Cozy.
So maybe I'll just think about it like a... We know you love that hot tea, Crystal.
Cozy.
Like...
Dark.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the time of year. Like, if it was dark in the summer, then I would be upset. But the fact that it's in the winter is super relaxing and cozy. And I could sit and read my book with a lamp on.
Well, we need to take care of her in the winter, apparently.
We do. I think she has, like, mental health issues.
Yeah. Mental health issues. I just need to go to the beach. I need to fly south.
Okay. Why do you live in Ohio, then?
No, I like Ohio.
Oh, okay.
She's made that clear already.
I mean,
farmers
she
in
loves
Ohio.
The Ohio farmers.
It gets dark.
Farmer
in the
Joe.
South too, but there's more sun. Like in the winter, it's just always gloomy and cloudy. And
that's when I'm happy.
Okay.
Same.
That's good.
We can take turns being happy.
So when it's nice and beautiful outside, I'll help you guys.
Yes, please. When we're cooped up in our air conditioning because we can't go outside without sweating.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
When we can go outside in the fall with a t-shirt on and jeans, we're living life.
Like hoodie and flip-flops. Yeah.
Yeah, because if your feet are cold, then it like regulates your body from wearing the hoodie. It's perfect.
Oh, goodness.
It's just all in your head.
Must be.
Should I just close this?
Probably.
Okay.
I think short and sweet.
Let's wrap this
short
up.
and sweet's good.
That wraps us up today.
In a blanket.
With hot
Because it's
tea.
cold.
In the dark. We're going to be in the dark in a blanket with hot tea because it's dark outside at 4:45.
I think
That's depressing.
a little dramatic.
Yeah. Yes. That wraps up today's discussion on daylight saving time. Saving time.
I wish we were saving time. Just kidding.
I can't even talk. Okay. That wraps up today's discussion on daylight savings time.
Okay.
Look at her.
What are you doing?
I pull this muscle all the time. Okay.
That wraps up today's discussion on daylight savings time. Whether you've loved the extra hour of sleep or you're still adjusting to the early nightfall, it's clear that this tradition has a significant impact on our lives. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope that your transition was smooth. Join us next time as we continue to explore the rhythms of our lives. Stay tuned. Thank you for listening to the Calm, the Storm, the Whimsy podcast. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Facebook, and Instagram. Stay tuned for our next episode. So what is your experience? Wait, what happened?
There should be more time now to do it because it gets darker earlier.
Shut your
totally
mouth. I'm talking about
missed
photo
that.
shoots.
She said, there's no time now to do it.